Today, I'm going to go ahead and use 10,000 referral credits from my Tesla credit program to get 3 months of full self-driving, free self-driving. So this is available to anybody that refers somebody and they get the 10,000 credits for that Model 3 or Model Y referral. And it has a value. So in the United States, you can get a subscription for, I believe it's $200 or $199 a month. So that would give it a value of $600 US. Here in Canada, there are no subscription options currently. So if you want to get full self-driving here in Canada, it has been discounted just recently and it's $16,000 plus the taxes. So it just makes it just shy of $18,000. And I'm not sure if it's worth that. It seems like a lot of money. The subscription model is probably the way to go, at least to give it a shot. And fortunately, I have an opportunity here. I've got some referral credits, and I'm just going to go ahead and use 10,000 referral credits to get 3 months of free self-driving. I do have a trip planned next year from Vancouver to go to Texas to watch the total eclipse. So I have that planned in April, and that would be a great time to have full self-driving for that trip. I'm going to be stopping off in Austin and South Padre as well. So it's going to be a long trip, and I'd like to see if this is really something I'd want to do. And if I have an opportunity, I'd probably use some referral credits for that as well. Again, I thank everybody that's used my referral credit. It's got me some free supercharging miles, and now I'm going to test out this 3 months of free self-driving. So it's pretty straightforward. You're going to go onto your app, and I'll show you that. And I'm just going to do it right here just to see how it transpires. I was looking for something on the internet to see how this process goes for using these credits. So here's the first one. Hopefully you guys get a chance to get a free referral and maybe use that to try out full self-driving. There's lots of videos on full self-driving, so that's not what this is. It's how do you get free self-driving? Well, for sure, if you refer a friend or somebody to buy a Model 3 or Y, you're going to get 10,000 Tesla referral credits. That has a value. You can use that to get 3 months of free self-driving. Currently, if someone were to use my referral uh, link to purchase a Model 3 or Y, they're going to save, I think it's $500 off the purchase of the car, and they're also going to get 3 months of full self-driving. So I figure, why don't I give it a shot and see what full self-driving really is? I've had autopilot. I'm not sure I really see any benefit in paying for anything more, but why not? Let's just give it a shot. So let's get into it. I've got the app open. I'm just going to go ahead up here, show it on this screen here. And so you're going to go into your app and you're going to go into the loot box. You can see here I've got 20,000 credits, so that's 2 referrals. And I'm going to go over to here, right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and say 3 months full self-driving, 10,000 credits. I'm going to redeem it. Oh, choose a vehicle. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to click on Ginger. It says here 3 months full self-driving capability. Navigate on autopilot. I don't have that right now. I've got autopilot. Auto lane change. That'd be pretty nice to have. Auto park. Not sure I really need that. Summon. Gimmicky, I think, really at most. Buddy has it on his Kia EV6. Gets the car to move back and forth. I know Tesla has some other features, but yeah, I'm not really looking at that. And then the traffic light, stop sign, control. So the disclaimer, the current full self-driving features require active driver supervision and do not make the vehicle autonomous. It does not, or do not make, does not, it should be, does not make the vehicle autonomous. The future use of these features without supervision is dependent on achieving reliable, far in exceed of humans drivers as demonstrated by billions of miles of experience, as well as regulatory approval, which may take longer in some jurisdictions. So basically they're covering their butt here. It's been 7 years, full self-driving. It hasn't really gotten to anywhere with it, but I'm going to give it a shot. So again, go to the loot box, select full self-driving, select your car that you're going to want to, if you have multiple cars, I've got one, and then you go ahead and say redeem. So you can see right there, we're redeeming. And then it's giving us it's going to use 10,000 credits on this car, and it's going to take 10,000. It's going to leave me with 10,600 credits. Am I going to do it? Yes. So we got that going on there. So order has received. Your car will upgrade while it is something or other. And then down here, vehicle configuration update pending. Touchscreen will reboot and apply changes. Your autopilot package has been upgraded. Okay, so we're doing a reboot here. And I can confirm I'm down to 10,600 credits, so I have used that. So again, I'd like to thank everybody that's used my referral program. I would never get an opportunity to do something like this without your support. So again, thank you so much. So it says your autopilot package has been upgraded. Enable your new features in autopilot settings. So that's what I saw someone else do. So we're going to go ahead and go okay. And then we're going to go to the car autopilot. And it definitely does have some new stuff. So we're going to go full self-driving. Disclaimer. It's going to watch me, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, so I have to agree to it. So I have agreed. By enabling full self-driving data, I consent to Tesla's collection of VIN-associated image data from the vehicle's external cameras and cabin cameras in the occurrence of a serious safety risk or a safety event like a collision, irrespective to my data sharing preferences. So it's just saying that they're going to use this information to learn from it, and I'm good with that. So let's go yes. Full self-driving data profile. In this profile, your might will be medium. I'm going to put it to assertive. I like to drive assertive anyway. Lane change notification. We've got off, chime, vibrate. I'm going to put both. Minimal lane changes for current drive. When able, the full self-driving beta will limit lane changes only to follow the navigation route or when required for safety. This option gets reset when the car is parked at the end of the drive. So this is just a one-time drive thing, so we're just going to leave that. All these things, let's put summon in. Summon smart features, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to enable the summon and smart summon while they're in beta? So yes, let's just enable everything we can. Blind spot collision warning, that was there before. Speed limit warning, display. I don't need to be warned. Forward collision, I want it early. I had turned it off. I was doing some ICBC driver's tests to get my class 4 so I could do Uber. I turned this off because I didn't want it to happen to make some crazy noises when I was doing the test. Lane departure avoidance, I want it to assist me. Again, I turned that off because I didn't want it to do something while I was doing that driving. So that was, these two I had set previously, I just haven't turned them back on. We have emergency lane departure avoidance. So I'm sure you've seen some of the videos on YouTube where a Tesla car has avoided an accident by maneuvering away from the incident, and that's what that is. It also has emergency braking, so it will slam on the brakes if necessary. Obstacle aware acceleration. Limits acceleration and may apply the brakes if any obstacle is detected in front of your vehicle while driving at low speeds. So it's going to stop me from moving, I'm guessing. Traffic aware, I mean, green light, I like this one. This is one of my favorite new features that came out recently. If you haven't turned this on, be sure to turn it on. It just dings if you are sitting at a light, it's red, and then it goes green. And it even does it if you're a couple cars back, because it sees the green light turn green. It kind of gives you a heads up. So I've turned on all the features. Looks pretty good. I thought I would actually have to install new software, so I'm quite surprised I didn't have to install new software. If autopilot disables, so this is the one thing about this, if autopilot disables 5 times due to improper use, full self-driving beta will no longer operate. This vehicle has not had any such events. That makes sense? I drive pretty good. In the assertive, it says, in this profile, your Model 3 will have a smaller following distance and perform more frequent speed lane changes. Okay. So it looks like I've got all these settings in place. Curious to see what it says under software now. Autopilot, full self-driving computer. Well, I know that's what it said before. So let's see what this additional information is. So, is there anything? No, nothing new in there. That all looks normal. 26.9. I think the newest version is 32 dot something. So we'll see if that happens. Oh, this is something new. I never had this before. So it says full self-driving beta software. I never had that listed before, and it says 11.3.6. So I'm going to have to go on the not a Tesla software site that I use for the software updates to know what's going on. I'll go ahead and I'll look that up. 11.3.6. We'll check that out, and I'll probably bring that up. But I'm going to go for a drive. I have a plan to go out on the highway anyway, so I figured that's why I'd go ahead and do this. Anyway, again, looks like we got this installed. Not sure I can actually navigate from here, but I will try navigating from somewhere else. I don't know if I can do it from here. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So one of the things I have the garage auto open thing. So if I go ahead and open the garage, which is pretty nice, I can just go ahead and open the garage. And not that you can see it, but the garage door is opening. You can hear it. And so the MyQ integration is working. And then once it's fully opened, you'll see that it actually will tell me that it's going to close the garage door. So once I put it in drive, it says it's going to close at 9 meters, which is 9 meters from the garage. And that's the ding to tell me that it's closing the door. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it closed at this time. It's a kind of, oh, there we go. It's closing the door right now. I've noticed this changed. This looks a little bit different. So I'm just going to go to the supercharger at Tuason Mills. So
now turn right to stay on 36th Avenue.
Now I don't know how to turn on. Oh, full self-driving may be degraded. Poor. Jesus Christ, this thing's just taken off. Well, I'm not going to let it drive here in the complex. But that was pretty straightforward. Autopilot disengaged.
Now turn right onto 34th Avenue.
And here we go. It's trying to precondition because it thinks it needs to condition to get there.
Now turn left onto 152 Street.
Okay, so I'm not comfortable with doing the autopilot till I get on the highway. So let's just wait till we get there first.
Now turn right onto 32nd Avenue diversion.
So we have new construction here. So
Now
again,
turn right to take the
I
BC
really
99
don't want
North
to,
ramp.
and I don't like this no turn on right. This is all messed up. Okay, so now that I'm comfortable, that was a little bit scary for the first attempt on the thing, but I do notice the screen looks a whole lot different. And I kind of like that. That's cool. And I think you can make this bigger. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, full screen. Yeah, no, this is good. Okay, let's go ahead. 2 clicks. Okay. So yeah. So it's taking me there. It's got this. I like the big screen. It's seeing traffic freaking everywhere around me. Not sure I'm gonna keep my hands on the wheel. There's stuff going on up here. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Okay. Yeah, that's good so far. Pushed itself through. I thought maybe a little bit. It's changing lanes all by itself. Yeah. No, now it's slowing down. Definitely a little bit different. Still gotta do the naggy thing. Okay. So we've got the full screen here, doing 109. Got traffic. Is it gonna move over? Nope. Not moving over. Not speeding up. So let's tell it to go faster. Can't actually tell it to go faster. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not used to the screen the way it is. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely got a little bit of difference. The nag is a whole lot less than the autopilot for sure. It's not as much. I don't know if it's looking at me while I'm driving. I am being very attentive. So, oh, there's the second time. That's not bad in the distance that I've traveled. Doing 20K over, kind of holding up some people in the fast lane, but I'm letting it do what it wants to do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell it to go to the other lane. So I've signaled to go to the right lane, and yeah, it's going to move over. Okay, that's good. Let that guy pass us. Ginger's a bit aggressive. Yeah, I like Ginger. Way to go, Ginger. Yeah, she's an aggressive driver. Yeah, she didn't like being in the slow lane. No, she's not driving as close as these other cars are, but still, it's doing good. I'd like to see that it actually just changed lanes back over, because legally in the state of Washington, you need to be in the right lane unless you're passing. So I would like to see it actually do that, but it's definitely quite aggressive. She drove good. I like that. And I can tell right now, I like full self-driving. Yeah. Now, I haven't had to do much. The neg thing, it's there, but not as anywhere near the amount that I would get from autopilot. Now, I don't know if it's because the camera up there is on. If it is, I'm constantly doing what I would do driving, which is scanning the road. I'm not keeping my hand on the wheel, which I should, but just seeing what she'll do. And so far, I am loving this full self-driving. I'm telling you, a little bit more nag there. Wonder if I just keep my hand on there and see what happens. You know what? She's doing okay. 120. I mean, cars in front of me are going faster, but that's okay. Still going over the speed limit. And this is, yeah, if this is how it's like, and we still got another 6 months of improvements, would like the nag to go away. What they should do is make that camera know that I'm watching the road, which I am. And if I'm watching the road, then I'm aware. But that auto lane change, like Ginger, she just said, hey, that's it. I'm not doing the slow lane. Let's get going. Get back in that fast lane. And off she went. Now I like this full screen thing too. I don't need to see the map. Now if I need access to the map, I can just pull this back over. Just like that. Wonder if you can go, oh, you can only go like 2/3 or all the way. My question is, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you got doo-doo? Because up here we got the HOV lane, and that lane turns into the lane going towards Tawasin. And if she's sticking to the speed
In
limit,
2 kilometers, take exit 26 on the right toward BC 17 West.
so she does say that she's going to turn right in 2 kilometers. She's in the wrong lane though. But we'll leave it to her to make that decision. Ginger, you're going to have to switch lanes. Come on, baby. You should be over there already. Oh, there she goes. You need to slow down and get behind this guy. You need to slow down and get behind this guy.
Now take exit 26 on the right. In 300 meters, take the ramp on the right toward BC 17 West, Tawasin.
She failed to take the turn.
Ramp on the right toward BC 17 West.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen when I'm in a place that I don't know where I'm going. She should have known to turn. She got confused. The road hasn't changed. That road's been like that for a long time. Okay, so my thoughts on my first drive using the full self-driving. First off, I really love the screen. I love how the map fills up the screen for driving, so that's pretty cool. It does take away from the maps, so you can either have it the 1/3 or all the way. I don't believe there's any other settings. I liked how aggressive Ginger was on the changing from the slow lane to fast lane. Uh, that was one of my problems when I was driving an autopilot on Highway 1 leaving Vancouver, is it just constantly just kept slowing down to the guy in front of me doing 80 kilometers in 110. So I really like that aggressive part, and you can see in the video I was pretty excited when she did that. So yeah, that's good. I noticed that when I backed into this parking spot, it was asking me if you wanted to basically take over and park it. So if it's going to do that automatically, that's a pretty cool feature too, not having to ask it to do it. We'll have to do some more tests on that as well. And again, I haven't really done much watching of full self-driving videos. There's a couple guys I follow that do them, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a couple of those, maybe try the summon thing. I don't know how that works either. So you probably see quite a few videos over the next 3 months where I'm testing out this full self-driving and really finding out if it's worth having or not, because it is really expensive. I mean, in Canada, it's $16,000 plus taxes. In the United States, I'm not sure the exact number for the full price. But there is a subscription, and I believe that's either $199 for the cost. And so it does add up if you're going to use this all the time, or add that to the cost of ownership of having the car. They do have features now where you can transfer the full self-driving from one car to another. I don't know if it's an always feature or if it's a limited time frame, because I think this last one was a limited time frame thing. So overall, it was a positive experience. I did notice a couple things where it decided to change the lane for absolutely no reason at all. It should not have changed the lane. It also missed my turn heading out to Tawasin, so I had to take over. I'm getting these pop-ups like what happened, and I'm pressing the right button on the steering wheel and saying, well, the car forgot or missed the turn or was planning on changing lanes for no reason at all. So anyway, I'm going to follow up with this, but so far I like it. I'm going to go, I'll try it again heading home. Anyway, first experience on full self-driving.